All right, welcome back, Wayward Souls, to the Double Tap In, episode 24.
Wow. I can't believe it. I
Right?
still can't believe it.
Can't believe it. Unbelievable.
Man.
Welcome back, bud. It's been a minute since we recorded.
It has. Yeah, it's getting to be summertime around here.
Right? Yeah, just staying busy. All kinds of shit going on.
Yeah.
Now the kids are out of school, so come home from work and Rachel's had them for the previous 24 hours, and it's not fair to, hey, you got them, and can you take them out of the house? Can you go somewhere else with them?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Mommy needs a minute.
Yeah, and she deserves a minute.
For sure.
Yeah, I can't hold a candle to what she does with the kids. It's fucking impressive, and it's not just her. All the moms. I don't know how it's built in, and it's not like it's just not for. I don't want to say for every guy, but it's not for most guys. Like I love my kids. The thought of having both of them for a 27 hour trip, like just in our house, it almost brings me to tears.
Yeah, and then if you put them in the refrigerator for more than a couple of minutes, it's child abuse. I just don't understand it.
Right? I don't like. They're not gonna overheat.
No, it's not like putting a dog in a car.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit. So yeah. Hey, I know what's new, but what's new?
So we have jumped into the realm of RVing again. We have purchased a Class A motorhome diesel pusher, which has opened up more things. I'm going to get back into cooking on the road.
Oh, that's a skill.
It's a lot of fun. We mentioned it before in a previous episode about campfire cooking and cooking on cast iron and doing all that kind of things. I may have mentioned in a previous episode that I have a Pit Boss pellet smoker. Mm-hmm. Well, we bought that specifically for camping back, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. It's a tailgater, and it folds up, and it's compact and that sort of stuff. Because there are just certain times you want to smoke meat, but you don't want to have to tend to fire. Have a chili or two and just relax while you're camping and not be labor intensive.
Yeah. That's the whole point of camping, right?
So, yeah, exactly right. So I haven't touched this thing in probably 2 years. This morning, I get the wild hair up my ass that I'm going to go fire it up. And you know what happened? It fired up. It ran like a freaking champ at 6 o'clock this morning. It was had smoke rolling out the back of the house. Surprised Berlin didn't get alerted for the residential structure fire on Church Street. But thank you, neighbors.
They were already punching their ticket to come into Ocean City.
Yeah, they were at Jobtown already.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're not going to go there. No. And so I broke it out and got it all fired up. And I decided to order some pellets online. And typically I go with a Pit Boss competition blend.
Okay.
But I found something different today.
What'd you go with today? I'm going to write this down.
A Camp Chef competition blend.
Oh.
And I did that because, well, you're cooking on a Camp Chef. So why not give Camp Chef a shout out and see what their product is? Ordered it on Amazon, $14.99 for a 20-pound bag.
Wow. Okay.
And obviously, free shipping.
Yeah.
So here we go.
You'll have to let me know.
And it'll be here tomorrow.
Well, you say it'll be here tomorrow. We all know how that works. Like, let's pump the brakes on that, Tiger.
And that's why I'm giggling. Because we know damn well it's going to go to York, Pennsylvania and sit there for 5 fucking days, right?
Yeah. The only thing that enjoys York, Pennsylvania is your mail.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, my God. So we're real happy about the opportunities that this is going to afford us to travel and see places that we want to see. It's our goal to go to all 30 baseball parks. I mean, it's just,
that'd be awesome.
It has been for a long time. We've knocked the ones off around here, and now it's time to start traveling and looking at the schedule and planning trips and that sort of stuff. It's just exciting.
Yeah.
So you remember in a previous episode where I discussed doing 9 cast iron frying pans. Well, I can tell you where a handful of them are going.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Going they're going in the RV.
Hell yeah.
Because we can cook on the open fire. We can cook on the pellet grill. And may or may not have ordered an 18-inch flat top this morning. Propane fed, 2-burner flat top. So
hell yeah.
Got to have something to cook breakfast on. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Because we're not doing it inside.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah. This has been a 2-year journey. We have looked at, I don't know how many Class A motorhomes we've looked at. It's a lot. And 2 weeks ago, we found one in Laurel, Delaware that checked every single box. We got to the test drive portion, so well over an hour. And the guy told us that we were actually the second people to express a serious interest in it, and they would have priority. Well, if it's meant to be, it will be. Kind of deal is how we took the approach. The other folks bought it. Within a week, we found this one in Lewis, and it is 2 feet shorter, 2 years older, has 10,000 more miles, but it's $40,000 cheaper. So when things are meant to be, they're meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the condition is exactly the same. They've both been very well maintained. When we were doing our inspection, going through everything, there were a couple of little things, but you expect that from an 18-year-old coach.
Yeah.
You know, you expect it to have some cosmetic things and whatnot. Otherwise, it's fantastic. It's exactly what we're looking for. It's a starter motorhome. If we decide that we want to upgrade later on, that's great. If not, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to being able to go on the road, to camp, to cook good food while we're doing it to make it more enjoyable. And we're just real happy at the possibilities. Let's put it that way. We've already started getting our recipe books together for camping and all that kind of thing. So
awesome.
It's good.
Awesome. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. That's super cool. Super cool. So what's your go-to when you're camping? What are you making?
Everything. I mean, it's, typically in the past when we had our travel trailer, on day 1 or day 2, I was doing a pork butt. And that way pulling it, then you've got it for the next several days. And you can do all kinds of different recipes like we discussed before, from nachos to burritos to tacos to everything, just straight up sandwiches.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have something in your cooler, your refrigerator, that you can make a quick meal out of. That way you're not, if you have fun that day doing whatever you're doing, you're not having to come back and cook. You've got it there.
Right.
Believe it or not, the little meatloaf footballs that I do, quick, easy. You make it up ahead of time, then you smoke them while you're at the campsite. You can't beat it. And like we discussed before with the cast iron, I may see a cobbler or two coming my way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did I send you the meatloaf thing I saw last night, since you brought that up?
Yes.
Blended up like a pound of bacon. Oh my gosh. And then some ground beef. Holy shit. That looks
real good. That looked real good.
That looks like something that's going to come across the Wayward Soles.
Yeah.
And
it's funny, Jennifer mentioned last night, we did our weekly grocery shopping yesterday, and something told me to get 2 pounds of bacon. Normally I get a pound. Something told me to get 2 pounds. And we were sitting home last night. She said, "No, we've not we've not done the football size meatloaf in a while. We can do that. Well, another reason I fired up the Pit Boss is I can do that. And I always wrap my little footballs in bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Because, bacon.
Yeah.
Damn. Here we go again. The flavor
Yeah,
jet.
right? Yeah, so,
Yeah, it didn't take long today.
nope. No. It was a little longer than our average for the other show.
Right.
But
Yeah, we'll still do it.
yeah.
So, when you're cooking on a campfire or cooking camping in general, it just takes a little bit of forethought. And, because you don't want to leave the campground and you have to run to the store, so you want to take everything with you.
Right.
So it takes a little planning. But if you do all your planning properly, you can have some really tasty food and be the envy of your campsite. Because people are going to smell that shit. Oh, good. My God, he's smoking meat. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yep. And the nice thing about for your setup is you've got that fridge. I'm guessing there's a freezer in there too.
Yep.
So
double. It's a double door refrigerator freezer.
Yeah. So what you got, like when you guys get somewhere, like you can already have it pre-planned, for the most part, and have your stuff with you. Camping like we did, and this is not a complaint. This is not a grievance.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago when Rachel and I did it was a little over a month-long trip out to Texas and back. And we were camping, we were in Airbnbs here and there. But we were in coolers because she had a Kia Soul it's like the bright green Kia Soul, and it was the coolest little car. Like those Kia Souls, like people give them some shit, but the one that she had was legit. And there's a ton of fucking room in those things, and we had it packed to the gills. And we left Salisbury, and our first like big stop was Cincinnati. My grandmother lived in Cincinnati, so we stopped there to see her, stay with her for a couple of days, and then we were going camping in Mammoth Caves. Which, if that's not on your list to go to, put it on your list to go to, because it's legit.
Good, because you know how I am. I got to do it right now, otherwise, it's coming.
So we're in Cincinnati and we're trying to plan out what we're going to do, because we're in Mammoth Caves for 3 or 4 days camping and just hanging out. And I was like, whatever we do, wherever we go, when we cook, it needs to be gourmet camping food.
Yep.
However we do it, like that's going to be our goal. So we're not just doing hot dogs over the fire, which there's nothing wrong with a hot dog cooked over a fire. Hot dog cooked in a cast iron skillet while you're camping. Nothing wrong with that. But we're going to spice it up. We're going to make it better. And we did one of the nights we butterflied chicken breasts and did those in the cast iron skillet, and then I made steak fries in a cast iron skillet, and they were phenomenal. So it was, and that was kind of the theme for the whole thing. We did, I don't know if we can call them this. We did hobo dinners, where you take your meat, your veggies, all that kind of stuff, wrap them up in foil, seasoning, and then you basically throw them on the hot coals, and take them off, and it just it's so good.
If I've cooked one meal, I've cooked 100 meals on acetate using hobo pouches.
Oh, acetate. Now that.
Yep.
Beach meals, cooking beach meals from the back of the truck. That's a whole different ball game.
They always hit different.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah. What's your favorite beach meal that you're cooking?
So pick up local fresh corn. Do local fresh corn on the grill, and believe it or not, just straight up good old fashioned burgers and dogs over charcoal on the beach. It's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Hard to beat. Now, in years past, I've been known to catch a fish or two, and buddy, do a hobo pack with a rock in it.
Oh,
yep.
That's
with the
awesome.
Onions, green peppers, all that,
Yep.
some potato in the bottom with a fillet wrapped up
Oh.
and thrown on the coals.
Mm.
Yeah, buddy.
Smack your mama.
Smack your mama good.
Yeah.
A couple dollops
My-
of butter for the moisture, and
Yep.
you got something.
Yeah.
Now,
My
I will
favorite.
preface this. They all don't go in at the same time. You got to do your veggies and your potatoes first,
Yeah.
then pull the pack off, open it up, put the fish in for 10
Yeah.
minutes, and you're good to go. Although I don't want
Yeah.
people to think I'm doing 30 minutes of fish wrapped in a pack, because that's not the case.
Yeah.
Because, we'll get nasty hate mail over that shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. From the 7 people that listen, we've gone from 2 to 7. So
Oh, hot
we're
damn.
doing okay. Yeah.
We're coming up. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, we'll have merchandise with the 7 people's names on it.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
We appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
and
think
speaking of our followers, we have 2 more converts who have ordered this. We both know that Dale got his copy.
Yep.
Well, guess who
Yep.
else got their copy today or
Well,
yesterday?
hang on a second. Can we give a little shout out to Dale? Because not only did he get his first copy, he then
Yes.
he got it, and then the next day he pulled, what was it, three recipes out of it and made it at work.
Yep.
Which
Sure
looked
did.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, and he made the magic dust because that's in the book.
Well,
and he did the ribs.
No, there's
Yeah.
a recipe in there for
As amazing
rub?
as it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Who
look at
knew?
mine.
Who knew?
Who would have thought?
So anyway, the other
Huh.
person is Jeremy. Jeremy got his book.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Got a text from him this morning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
absolutely.
That's good. They should fucking give us a little commission for this shit.
They should. Yeah. No joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know where
Yeah.
they're buying it from, but they need to start sending a little love our way.
So Dale makes the magic dust and does his ribs and all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he has his wife, hi Blakely, how are you? She tries it and she goes, "This is taco seasoning." Huh. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Bless her heart.
And I think the big thing there was, and this is a gauge for cooking in my house at least, is what does the little one do with it? So I think his daughter Sophia, I think she crushed the ribs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know those party ribs that I did a while ago, Harper crushed them.
Yep.
It was unreal.
So Sophie is 3. And I can tell you she knows what she likes.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's eating it, it's good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Harper's very much the same way. Sometimes she forgets what she likes. We had at my in-laws the other day. I'd made dinner, and we pulled out some steaks. I don't even know what I put on them. It doesn't matter. I know it was salt, pepper, garlic at least, or and I know. So I make that, and in my in-laws like that too. So I make that up, grill these steaks, beautiful. Come in and sit down, get Harper ready. I don't like hominy, and I don't like mashed potatoes, and proceeds to lose her shit. Big deep breath. Scoop my little buddy up. We go sit out on the back deck. It's fucking 800 degrees out.
Yep.
We were both just sweating. She's crying. Finally get her calmed down. And I said, "You've got 2 options. One is you can take 2 bites of each. And then if you still don't like it, I will make you whatever you want." And she's like, "I want rice." Like, okay, but you have to have 2 bites of each. Or yeah, right. But luckily my mother-in-law made rice the day before, so we were set.
You were set.
And it was fucking amazing.
No doubt.
So I said, so that your option A is 2 bites of each. And if you don't like it, then you can have rice. You'll have whatever you want. I don't give a shit. And option B is that you don't, and I'm not making you anything else. Like, you will eat or you won't. And we were good with that. So we came back in, we did our 2 bites. And the next thing I know, she's asking for more mashed potatoes and she's asking for more hominy. Funny thing, you didn't like those things, huh? And then, so I cut up a little piece of it. Was bone-in New York strips that my in-laws had. Phenomenal. So I know Harper's been eating chicken, so I cut it up real small and I put it on her plate. And is this chicken? Yes, this is chicken. I have ketchup. I'm like, tears are welling up. Now I'm going to have a meltdown. Yes, honey, whatever you want.
Yep.
And she would take these little bites of this steak, dip it in the ketchup, and eat it. And fucking hammered it. I was like, how's your chicken, honey?
Well, that's Sophie. Sophie's got to have barbecue sauce with everything. And look, you know, I have a barbecue sauce rule, but it's okay. As long as you're eating it, you can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yep.
As long as you eat it.
And at that age, as long as you're eating it, I'm good. I can handle that. Because you know what? It's not. She's not eating. Like, the food is still good.
Yeah.
Like, she's not. I always see like this meme in like scrolling through where like the steak that Harper was eating is probably medium, cooked to medium. Like, it's probably a little overdone for me, but she's eating it and she understands. Like, she's going to understand what good food is.
Yeah.
So when some potential suitor comes along and is trying to make fucking,
trash
Chef Boyardee and try and pass it off as good food, she's be like, no, fucking hit the bricks. So it brings a little tear to my eye to even think about that too. But
so ADHD, 2 things that I want to do before I die. One of them is the garage scene from, I'll think of the movie here in a minute. The other one's Bad Boys 2, when it comes to pick the date up, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
There's shit. I'll think of the other movie here in a second. I know it as well as I know my own name. They do a garage scene. It's 50 Cent and his daughter. Guy comes to pick the daughter up, take her to the prom, and he said, we need to have a conversation. And all his homies are in the garage.
Yeah.
And so for the first time in 15 years, I have to turn over the protection of my daughter to a stranger. And oh my God, it's one of the best intimidation scenes you've ever seen. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Shit. Now I can't think of the name. I'm gonna have to Google it and tell you here in a second what it is. But it's absolutely hysterical. They're the 2 things I'm going to do. I don't have any daughters, and you do. So when it comes time for a potential suitor to show up, just call.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a number of people, and there's to take this whole thing down an even like worse path, even darker spot. Like, talking to my buddies, I was like, anything happens to your kids, your family, whatever you need, like, you just call me. Yeah, whatever you need, no questions. I'm there. Whatever.
Whose car are we taking?
Exactly. And for some reason, Rachel and I got talking about like going to jail and all this kind of stuff, and like forgiveness, and we got talking, and she was like, would you go to jail, and like, would you forgive somebody? I was like, depending on what it was, maybe, but like, let's be very clear. Like, if somebody hurts my kids or my family, I have no problems spending the rest of my life in jail and ending up in hell for what I did. Yep. She's like, and she looks at me and she's like, you didn't even think about that. I was like, no, and I don't need to.
Because I've thought about it every day of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Since we
I've
found
already
out,
plotted death of people I haven't met yet.
right. Yeah. Like since we found out you were pregnant with Harper, like that, like the whole world changed. Like I have no problems. I might end up some big guy's bitch in jail, but you know what? Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yep. Exactly right.
Yeah. So, wow. Talk about our ADHD show.
Just like that.
Yeah. The shit that we were going to get canceled for with passwords and then bitching about Spotify and Google.
Ain't shit.
And now we're talking about spending the rest of our life in jail. It's great. It's a great day.
Always. Come on, damn it. Where you at?
Oh, so back to the beach cooking. My favorite meal on the beach is the corn on the cob on the grill, and then bone-in pork chops, salt, pepper, pork chops on the grill. There's something about like that, like holding the bone in it while you eat it. Like I'm not even using utensils.
Correct. Yep.
Eating that thing, sitting there watching the beach. We used to take trips down to the Outer Banks the first week of June every year.
Yes.
And we went to the Frisco Pier before they tore it down, and had our day. And we were there for lunch. We were absolutely shot in the ass. And
say it didn't so.
Believe it or not, between the beers, the moonshine, I don't even like probably some vodka and tequila, absolutely shot in the ass. And we're like, well, fuck, it's lunchtime. So we pull out the grill, start heating up these pork chops. And it was the pork chops were the only thing we had. Didn't have anything else to go with it for three of us, three guys. And there was probably, of course, we cooked like 10 pork chops. So cook them up. We're eating them, sitting on the dune, like just off the dune on the beach, watching everything going on. Just an absolutely beautiful view that I will never forget. And that pork chop, I can still taste it. So the pork chops, corn on the cob on the beach, my favorite beach meal.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Den of Thieves, speaking of,
I'm gonna write that down.
Is the name of the other movie. Den of Thieves garage scene.
Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah. Actually, good movie, but that's the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere I have a picture of, we used to do date night, go to Astig for date night.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is pre-COVID, because since COVID, everybody and their brother goes to Astig now. And
oh my God.
You're lucky on a Wednesday night if it's not at 145. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we packed the bottle of wine, the 2 glasses, the grill, the whatever we were going to cook for the night, and take a bunch of wood, build a bonfire, make sand chairs, and just sit there and watch the surf. Not even fish, just watch the surf, cook dinner, and enjoy the company. So yeah, understand completely.
Yeah. That was one of our things that we would do. Like, we just take off. You know, Rachel being off in the summer, and then kind of had a little hiatus in Ocean City when Rachel and I started dating, and we just drive down, do the same kind of thing. May end up at Secrets, so
may not.
Yeah. Oh, good times.
Yeah. See, now I'm looking forward to building a bonfire out in the yard and start practicing my skills with my cast iron and shit. Because it might be a little rusty. It's been a few years since I've cooked on a campfire.
Hell yeah! You know, when I saw that you guys posted the RV, the first thing that popped into my mind, Great Lakes, here you come.
Yep.
And now you're gonna do some walleye in that cast iron.
Yep. It's funny. You know, we talked about Captain Zach with that, and we shoot messages back and forth almost every day. And he's known about this process for a long time. And I said, hey, we found one. We'll have it Friday, whatever. And he said, yep, I see a Montana trip coming up for fly fishing.
Hell yeah.
And I said, that's exactly what is on the list for sure. And he said, just so happens my fly fishing guy from Montana is going to be here in 2 weeks. I'm going to introduce you guys. And I said, well, it just so happens that a dude that Jennifer went to acupuncture school with elk hunts in Montana, has property in Montana, the whole 9 yards. I said, so I see a wilderness experience in Montana coming up in my near future.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the what are the season like overlap as far as
that? I haven't gotten that far yet, but I would imagine that there is an earlier elk season, archery, that would coincide with some fly fishing possibilities.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Ask me in 2 weeks when I meet this guy.
Yeah, right. Or you know what? Just don't get caught.
Right. Exactly right. Yeah, I can see that now. I make headlines in Montana and it gets back here. Oh, yeah, no doubt. I can see him doing that. No doubt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
Oh, as you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
So we're making a constant list of things that we want to do. And I think so far we're about 7 years out on being able to do it all. I don't have a schedule.
Right.
Jennifer still has a schedule.
Yeah. Does she have a date when she's going to hang it up, or?
She wants to start scaling back now.
Good.
And within a couple of years be done.
Good.
Now it's like she'll tell you, she's always going to have to do something just for peace of mind and to stay away from me for that amount of time. You know what I mean? To keep her mental health in check.
Yeah.
She learned during COVID, she can't be with me 6 weeks straight without going crazy. So she knows she's going to have a part-time job, probably, at a sewing shop or something like that, or cooking or doing baking, I should say, doing something just to help keep her sane, which is fair.
Yeah, absolutely. And understandable. Yeah.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Well, good. Yeah, that'll be all. I'm excited to see where that guy takes you guys.
Yeah. And we've already investigated I have, how to get internet wherever we are. So, podcast on the road. Have the option of Starlink, and T-Mobile's got a hotspot.
Like I said, with the stuff that we're doing,
do it from anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can, like, this website we can do from your phone. So
Yep. I'm good with that.
Yeah. So, well,
speaking of,
I think that's it for now. Yeah. We're going to shut it down for this episode. Thanks for joining us. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. Right? Yeah, we're getting efficient with this. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Again, those 7 people that watch, we really appreciate it, and we hope you guys are enjoying it. So, as we say at the end of every show, we appreciate and we truly love all the feedback and the comments that we're getting. So keep sending it our way. Like we said before, the list of topics that we're talking about, it keeps growing longer and longer. We just added. Should we tell them what we just added with?
Yeah, I would.
With Adam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the latest additions to the list was a bacon wrapped whatever. So that's been on the list, and then we added. We just added marinades and brines today. The people that we're adding just gets longer and longer. So it's awesome.
I'm looking forward to Adam, and we're going to have him here. And if you don't know who Adam is the owner of Berlin Beer Company. And we have an episode coming up, airing of grievance, and we'll have a little bit of that, but we're going to have airing of gratitude. And I think you're going to hear Adam's name mentioned in that. So stay tuned for that.
I love it. I wonder if we'll be able to do a show from Berlin Beer.
I bet we can make that happen.
Yeah. That'd be tits on glass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a fact.
Yeah. So if you're enjoying the show, again, we truly appreciate it. Thank you for your support and your feedback. We love it. Make sure you're sharing it. So the 7 people that watch it maybe grows to 8.
Tell your friends we'll get 8.5.
Yeah. Yeah. We love that. So again, thanks for your support. If you want to send us something, you can hit us up on our social media, which is down below, or at our email, which is waywardsoles88@gmail.com. Send us something there, and we'll get it on the show, or we'll get you on the show, and that'd be even better. So thanks again. We'll see you next time. And take it easy.